if you want a fifth wheel RV with a huge kitchen, I mean, look at this. And the kitchen is just the start. Let's go take a look. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at a Blue Compass RV store today in Tyler, Texas, taking a look at this 2025 Grand Design Solitude 390 RK. Now, you'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen. This is definitely one of the most impressive rear kitchen fifth wheel RV layouts out there, and it is a huge, big, full profile fifth wheel RV that has a ton of exterior storage, lots of things to talk about in this video. So as we go through this, first of all, if you're looking for your next RV, there is a link down below in the comments and description that will help you find a dealership close to you, as Blue Compass has over 100 different stores in 33 different states. So we have wide coverage to help you out with finding your next RV, and you can find something close to home for you. And as we go through this, I want to go ahead and hop inside first, but you can see there's a ton of slide outs on this fifth wheel RV. Really nice looking front cap here, nice LED lights here, and it is a full-size fifth wheel RV. So you have the drop frame down underneath there, and it's going to be a flat ceiling all the way across. But as we go ahead and step inside, open the door up, and currently have it in the like true perspective as far as the camera lens goes, so you can get a look on the inside here at what we are looking at. Really nice color scheme in here. If you want kind of a brighter, lighter interior color, but it's warm still, I mean, this is where it's at right here. This is a really nice color palette, and they do also offer this with a gray furniture as well instead of this cream color if you want that. Let me zoom out the camera lens a little bit so we can get some more information in here. This is a 101-inch wide body construction fifth wheel, so lots of space inside. And this furniture here is the first thing I want to talk about, because it is it truly is a statement in this fifth wheel RV. You can see it talked about here. It's the Apex custom furniture from Ultra Fabrics. Has a 10-year warranty. It's basically tested to, not peel or crack from weather, heat, or water, the same way some other fabrics we've seen in RV furniture in the past do. And I mean, even more impressive to me than that is that this furniture is legitimately the softest, most comfortable furniture I've ever sat in a fifth wheel RV, like not even close to anything else. Even the sofas here are far more comfortable than most sofas you'll sit down in a fifth wheel RV. And if you think about how important that really is, I mean, when you are inside of your RV, most of the time you are spending sitting down, I would think, right? If you're not inside your RV, you're outside doing stuff. But when you're back in here, you're usually sitting down in areas in this RV. And this is legitimately some of the most comfortable furniture you are ever going to sit in. So I would encourage you to come out and check it out for yourself. This here feels very close to, like, if you've been inside of an Airstream Classic before, it's very close to the softness of that furniture. And mind you, an Airstream Classic is a almost $200,000 travel trailer. So you're getting furniture that's very close to on par with what that is. And it is, I'm telling you, it is so unbelievably comfortable. So I would encourage you to come check it out. It's just a super soft leather that's on here. I don't know that it's like real genuine leather, but whatever the material is so unbelievably soft. It is really, really comfortable. Power recliners in this area, very quick and responsive, and these recliner seats do lay out all the way. So you can see how that recliner will lay out like so. Recline that back. Nice window coverage in here also. Tons of natural light coming into this area, and it feels very airy in here. I mean, there's a lot of times that word is used when describing like the interior of an RV, but this one very much so fits that feel and vibe, is just being very just fresh and clean feeling inside, which I really like. Nice additional storage up here, so if you are wanting to do more extended camping, you have this extra storage up above this sofa. Instead of them doing a larger window, they give you the storage space there. Soft close cabinet doors, and those are solid wood cabinet doors as well. About 7 foot tall slide out boxes, so nice tall slide outs. Has a 50-inch screen TV. I will say I feel like a 60 to 65-inch screen TV would look even better there, but the 50-inch is not bad, and you could put a bigger TV here if you wanted to. This is pretty neat. There is storage back behind here, and that is actually a large storage space, much bigger than I expected when I opened that up. USB type A and type C and outlets back behind here. And then you have underneath here your sound controls. Does have a Rockford Fosgate audio system. You can also put things like a Blu-ray player down underneath here. Not sure how many gaming consoles would fit underneath here, as these spots are kind of small. It does have holes going up to the TV, so you can wire things up into there. Man, I'm not even sure if like a Nintendo Switch box to connect it to the TV would fit underneath there exactly, but can definitely fit like a Blu-ray player under there if you want to be able to watch DVDs and things like that while you are out camping. You have your fireplace here. I want to show you this real quick because it does have custom controls for this. This is not only just going to be a aesthetic thing for you, it's also going to be an electric heat source for you. And right here you can see you can independently control the, let's see here, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. You can independently control the color of the crystals along with the color of the flame. So you're able to do different settings there to get the aesthetic that you want. No heat vents in the floor, so your heat is ran through the walls here. And then you do have a central vac system there with a floor sweep. So very nice there. You can get rid of your dustpan for good with that. Both sofas will pull out and make into beds, and something that is really impressive with this furniture as well is when you do make this out into a bed, not only do you get this really nice premium material here on the sofa, but a lot of times when you make a sofa into a bed in an RV, you'll find that like the cushions back beneath here are not even wrapped in the same material as the rest of the sofa. It's like a cloth material. But in this one, they have that same really nice material all the way back through here, and same when you flip that down to make this into a full bed, it is all going to be the same material there. It's not using like a cheaper downgraded material for the back portions of the sofa. So again, just a really nice aspect here to that furniture. As we look around this area here, you're going to see that the windows do have wood around the framing of the window, so really like that look. Gives it a much more clean residential look than having like balances or having nothing at all. And then you have pull down blackout shades on all the windows, and you can see because of the wood framing here, it does block off any kind of excess light bleed pretty dang well. Except for on the windows that have these little knobs here to open up the window, because that's going to somewhat prevent the shade from sitting completely flush with the window, so it will let in a little bit of light bleed in those instances. Put this cushion back, and then let's go up into this fantastic kitchen. You have a mirror there going up into the space, 3 air conditioners in this fifth wheel RV, and let's see here, does this have, so you can see, okay, and it does have a heat pump in this air conditioner there. Let's go ahead and put it on cool because I do have my generator hooked up. Okay, coming up this way, fantastic kitchen space. I mean, this is incredible. For a rear kitchen, this is one of the only ones that's going to have an island in the rear kitchen. It does have steps going up into this area. And there is one critique about this that I want to show y'all real quick. Real quick, I want to make sure you know about my other YouTube channel, Firmly Unbound. On that channel, I show all of my travel experiences that I have with my own personal RV. A lot of fun over there. Plus, I talk about the different things and principles of what it means to live firmly unbound that have shaped who I am as a person and have really given me a life far beyond what I feel like I could possibly deserve. So if you're feeling curious, you can go check out my Firmly Unbound YouTube channel and see what's going on over there. The link is down below in the comments and description for you. So if you are someone that is adamant about being able to access your kitchen and refrigerator while going down the road without having to move the slides at all, this might not be the best fifth wheel RV for you. But that is kind of the sacrifice that comes with a model like this, where we have an elevated kitchen so that we can get big storage down underneath the kitchen and get slide outs on both sides of the kitchen as well, so that we can get the island fit in here. And then the island gives us the ability to get dishwasher prep, so you can actually put a dishwasher in this space right here underneath the island. So really neat with that. One of the few fifth wheel RVs that's going to have that option to put the dishwasher here in this rear kitchen space. Then you have the larger 4-burner gas stove, nearly a residential size oven there. Storage on both sides here, nice big open storage here. You have a real tile backsplash, and unlike a lot of other fifth wheel RVs where the stove is in the sidewall in a slide out, I've seen this in some front kitchen models and rear kitchen models where they will not have a vent fan above the stove and oven. This one does, so I like that. And in addition to that, you have the big vent fan there. You have your pantry storage here. Love the lighting in there. That light does have a light switch here on the side. outlet on the side there as well. And then open this space and you have drawers that open up and some shelving right there. So that all looks very nice. Come back along this way. Open this up, you have your Norcold 12-volt refrigerator. So that's your refrigerator portion. You have an ice tray in here. It looks like, I'm not sure if it makes ice or not, honestly. I'm trying to look underneath there. It's really hard to get my head under that space. I don't see any components that make ice, but I don't know much about this refrigerator. So if you know, let me know, because I don't know for sure whether or not this actually has an ice maker or if it's just the ice tray that's in there. And then you have some baskets underneath here for more storage. So you go this way along the back wall. This is where your sink will be, and I love the sink that this is coming with. I wish every RV had this sink. Y'all can obviously, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on different things as we go out or to go throughout this fifth wheel RV. I've heard some people say that they don't like this sink, and I'm not exactly sure why, but love the color on it. It's a charcoal stainless steel. There's the wooden cutting board for this area as well that was in the refrigerator. Has the spot to wash your cups, the soap dispenser, and this other spraying port right here that will spray water out into this area, plus of course the retractable faucet. Good storage around this area. And then you have your AC control for the kitchen AC right here. Down underneath the sink, spot for your trash can. Nice big open area here, and something that I'm pretty impressed to see Grand Design is doing is, one, they have individual shutoff valves on the water lines here, but also they are doing brass fittings on different components here inside of their water lines, which is something prior to this I'd really only seen Brinkley doing. So they kind of stepped up their game there to match what Brinkley has done, which is nice to see. Also have solid wood cabinet construction here. Now they're not doing dovetail joints, but this also doesn't, like, I don't see, other than like right there maybe looks like one staple hole, like that construction looks pretty solid. So I like to see that. Plus, that's a solid base on the drawer as well, so it's not going to sag if you put, you know, a little bit more weight in there. Mind you, always be mindful of how much weight you are putting inside of your RV. Absolutely huge countertop space here, lots of usable space with that. Pop-up outlets here with USB Type-C and Type-A ports. Some storage space here, residential size microwave. Does not have an air fryer or convection oven combo on that. And then a huge, really deep storage space back through there. You have your desk space here, overlooks your living room, really nice spot there. You have holes on each side of this table so that you can feed electrical cables down into this space if you need to plug things in. So you have outlets and USB ports on both ends of this table, and just a great view down into your living room area. Definitely an entertainer's fifth wheel RV if you have, you know, company that may be coming with you. If you have guests that might sleep with you, you have the two beds that you can make out. Really cool space. Speakers up there, it is a Rockford Fosgate audio system. And then as we go this way, you have some great storage all throughout this area. So you have hooks there to hang clothes. This is your control panel for your inverter. Nice to be able to control that from inside the RV as well. Have your controls for the rest of the fifth wheel RV with your slide outs, awnings, lights, things like that, and that will connect to your phone so you can control those components from your phone. Then you have storage up here. It does come with a Travel-Fi Wi-Fi system. So Wi-Fi system already built in, really neat with that as well. That is super convenient. I actually really need to get a Wi-Fi system for my travel trailer. And it is just kind of inconvenient to have to go, like, you know, do the research on which one might be the best and then get the equipment for it, set up a data plan and all those things. So I haven't done it yet, and it would sure have been a lot more convenient to just have that on board to begin with. Really nice looking bathroom. You have the dual vanity setup in here with the backlit medicine cabinet, porcelain foot flush toilet, and of course we have a liquefied here. It's going to be a black tank treatment for your fifth wheel RV. You have your shower here. And the shower is really impressive in Grand Design Solitudes because this shower drops down to the floor level, which legitimately means that you can be about 6'8" and fit in this shower in the skylight. And you could be about 6'5" and fit in the shower without your head even going up into the skylight. So really nice. Plus you have the seat to sit down there, and you have the shower wand here, body sprayers, and the overhead sprayer. So your storage through here, storage down underneath there, and then your door is like a a door that sits between the wall panels and gives pretty dang good privacy here in the bathroom. Turn around this way, you have more storage right here on the side of the sinks, and then underneath the sinks, got your storage space there. Let's see what they did in these middle compartments. Just a drawer, and oh yeah, spot here for your hair dryers, curling irons, for your straighteners, whatever it may be that you might want to use in that space. And then more storage there. So really nice bathroom area. I'm curious what you think about this. I mean, the dual vanity setup, I know it can be a little bit polarizing. Some people think it's a waste of space, some people love it. So curious your thoughts on that. And then as we go back into the bedroom, bedroom's pretty standard for Grand Design Solitudes. Got the king size bed in here. They do a couple interesting things in the bedroom. First of all, they have the flip up countertop here, or tabletop space from the headboard. So you can see how that headboard flips down. You can flip that back up. Has a pretty decent mattress in here. It's not fantastic, but it's definitely not like a low grade mattress. 32-inch screen TV. You have some hidden storage back behind here. Magnet latches to hold that closed. See your drawer sizes here in this kind of dresser area. Then underneath the bed, you have your storage under the bed. You have these flip out side tables so you can tuck these away when you don't need them. More storage down underneath there, so a nice little designated spot for some items in that area. And you have two drawers that will give you accessible storage with the bed down. And those are soft close on the drawers in this fifth wheel RV as well. Outlet here in the corner. Washer dryer connections in here, so if you want the washer dryer in this RV, it would go in this space here. They also have these straps on a lot of the different doors to stop these from swinging open too far and hitting things, so kind of nice there, although it does kind of pull the door shut as well behind you. Plus that's also in part because we're not level. Keep in mind with things like a washer and dryer, you can always go to a laundromat to do laundry as well. There's a lot of people that opt not to have a washer dryer, which is why they do not come with them a lot of times, because some people prefer to have that extra storage space and don't mind going and doing bulk loads of laundry at a laundromat for a couple hours versus like having to always do small loads of laundry all the time in the smaller RV washer and dryers. Hamper here, nice little touch there, some shelving, and love all the shelving along the back wall. Very nice touch. Again, 3 air conditioners in this RV. Let's see if this one has a heat pump. I'm gonna guess that it does not. Let's see. Yeah, this one does not. So it looks like it's just the main air conditioner that's going to have the heat pump. Huge window in the hallway too, my goodness. Letting in a ton of natural light right there. So really gonna have awesome views of your environment wherever you are traveling with in this fifth wheel as well. But that's everything on the inside. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Let's go ahead and hop outside, see what we got going on here. Right away, they have a laminated sidewall here on your slide out boxes. That's not super common in a lot of fifth wheel RVs. It also has a screen guard that it will come with. There's a screen defender to protect your screen from pets. And it's prepped to add a shade in this window, but it does not come with a shade installed. Has a glass door for your entry door, and then a nice big grab handle there with the safety rail, and then it has 4 steps with your solid step here entering in. Spray port on the campsite, love to see that. Nice big storage space through here. I mean, I literally could crawl through that thing. It is huge. Has a tire pressure monitoring system on it, nice LED light in here so you can see things. You have your aluminum framing here, and you can see nice double, spots here where they do that aluminum framing, and then welds on both sides of every aluminum frame connection. Back through here, I was also really pleased to see that they got a screw right there that's holding that shut. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know why they're doing that actually. Like, this is clearly designed to be open so that you could get to that area, but then there's a screw holding it shut, so you have to undo the screw to get back there. I feel like there could be a better system for that. But I was gonna show you that back behind there you have your water lines and your heat ducting, and the water lines have all those brass fittings on them. So just nice to see that. You could put a little TV right here if you wanted to. It'd have to be real small though, because it could slide out, or you could just like set up a TV out here in this space if you wanted to leave this door open and have a TV that sits in this area. You could probably fit at least a 32-inch screen TV there, but probably even bigger than that. You have your awning up over this area, frameless windows outside. You have your 2 Rockford Fosgate speakers there, 2 30-pound propane bottles, so one on each side of the fifth wheel. It is utilizing a drop frame construction here, and it does have an LED light strip underneath this frame piece, so you can get lights underneath the fifth wheel. Has a fully enclosed underbelly, so heat is being fed into that underbelly, and you have 12-volt heat pads on the water tanks as well, so an electric heat source for your water tanks. Cooper H-rated tires, a Moride CRE 3000 suspension system, so a more premium suspension system. And then along the back, you have a really impressive amount of storage. You have the sliding tray here along the back, and this sliding tray is, it looks like it's about 8 feet long or so, maybe 10 feet. I don't have the exact dimensions on this, but it's a pretty big sliding tray, and it is rated for up to 800 pounds. Let's see if we go back in this space. All the storage that you have along the sides, along the back. I mean, this is a really, really impressive space. Plus, like, the flooring up underneath here is all wrapped, so you don't have like bare exposed wood. Have some lights up in this area. 660 watts of solar up on the roof. Prep to add a backup camera. And then keep in mind, from the very first day that you buy a RV, you should be getting up on the roof and inspecting the seals all around your air conditioners, your vents, the ends of the fifth wheel RV. Those seals up there can and will crack, peel, get holes in them over time. It's something that can happen. They can even sometimes come from the factory that way. And when you buy your fifth wheel RV or travel trailer or anything like that, it is very important, so that your roof does not leak, that you get up there and check those seals and seams on your RV. If you haven't seen it already, on my RVs or junk segment on my channel, I showed how I, got up there, did that on my RV, found some problems, and then what I did to fix them. So that's just something to be mindful of. Coming along this way, you do have dump valves on both sides of the axles. So one right here, that's likely just for your gray tank on the kitchen sink. And then everything else is going to be up on the front end of this fifth wheel RV. Tankless on-demand water heater. See the dump valve area right there. They're using a through frame rack and pinion style slide out mechanism. And then they're going to have a Schwintek slide mechanism for these smaller slides. Nautilus water management system right here. It has a water filtration system built in as well. And then again, you can see these brass fittings here that they have on your water lines there. So your storage space, it has the touchscreen control panel here for your auto leveling. And then coming up front, prep to add a generator in this space, very nice. You have your 50 amp solar charge controller. Love how in this box you have all your wiring kind of nicely managed through there, and that is your battery disconnect switch. You also have your solar disconnect switch, and you have an inverter disconnect switch, and it does have a 2000 watt inverter, I believe this is. Where's the wattage on this? Why do I not see it? I'm near certain this is a 2000 watt inverter, but why do I not see what it is on there? I hate when I like mention it and then I start looking at it and I'm like, I just don't see the number on there. And then I feel real dumb because I'm like, I'm sure it's within plain sight, but why do I not see it? Why is it not standing out? There it is. Yep, I found it. 2000 watts. Okay. Goodness gracious, that took me way too long. And then step back. You have the Moride pin box up front here, going to absorb a lot of shock as you brake and accelerate, go over bumps, things like that. A really high grade pin box. You have nice finished off seals all through here, so it's not just like bare exposed cut fiberglass like some other brands. And then stepping back, that is pretty much everything on this fifth wheel RV. So again, if you're looking for your next RV, there's a link down below in the comments and description to help you out, as Blue Compass RV has over 100 different stores across the United States. So a wide range of locations we can help you out if you're not in the Texas area, and we're here to help when you're ready. So that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, live firmly unbound.